Okay, so we're going to make some clap reverb sounds, and I'll show you the setup we've got here. Basically just an impulse with a 909 clap going into an ether with a bit of compression on it. And the reason we have this in a completely separate project file is that if you ever want to make clap sounds or clap reverbs for other tracks, then you can just call this up and make some more. And it's just a really easy way of making samples, and it means it's not in your current project. And as well, because reverbs can be quite CPU intensive, you don't really need another reverb clogging up your CPU. So basically the idea is, as I say, we've got our impulse going into our reverb and our compressor, and we have our reverb mix at 50. And then what we're going to do is just click through a load of different presets and play a clap sound. We've got just a 4-bar loop with a clap in the middle. And then we're just going to record the results. On the audio channel, we have our audio from the impulse channel. So the audio is coming from this channel and feeding into this. We've got a record arm, and then it's just a case of hitting record. And then we have our clap. And what we can actually do is move our clap sound right to the start. And we can see there we've got a sort of recorded version with the clap and the reverb all together. I'm just going to check on our start time that our just checking that the start time is right up, because we got a bit of space at the very start there. We can just cut that down. So it's kind of still there. It must be there just a bit of delay from the reverb. So what we're going to do is record just a couple of different variations. And you can have this playing through a bit smaller or on a smaller loop. And when you find one you like, you can just hit record. And it's just a case of going through and picking the ones you like. And once you have a few recorded, rename them. And then you can zoom in at the start just to make sure that you are right up to the start of your clap, and then hit crop clips. And now you'll have a saved version of that on your hard drive. And you can just repeat the process for any of the ones you have there. So I'll save that project, and then we'll loop back our main project and we'll copy some of the claps in. And I've already been through and sort of done what I was showing you there, sort of going through all the different reverbs and just recording different claps. And I've made a few here. And I didn't even do any editing of any of the reverb sounds. They're all just presets. It's just a case of going through and finding ones that sort of sound decent. So we're going to go into our drum rack and just drag in one of the 909s and put it on our offbeats. And we'll extend the reverb right to the next kick comes in. And you can play about as well with the the transpose on the clap sound, where they want to sort of pitch it up or pitch it down. So I'll try it there. I'm just going to tone these down a bit. So there we go, we've got a pretty decent sounding trance beat. The other thing we can do is put a tiny bit of compression on the clap sound, just to sharpen it up. And we'll come back later on and process them a bit more and get them a bit sharper when we come to mixing down the track. And we'll also copy our drums down and play it on our chorus and see what it sounds like. I'm just turning the velocity of our open hi-hat up and then adjusting the volume. And we can pan some of the hats as well. So there we go, sounding pretty good. In the next video, we're going to take a look at adding some main riff type sounds.